So I'm Braden Moore. Warriors Ascent was a program that was offered or presented rather at the Kansas Police Officers Association conference that we have every year. Brian Russo is a huge proponent for this, and he's done a wonderful job really talking about the program. And so with Kansas Police Officers Association, the conference was the first night, and Russo got up there and shared his story. And man, it's a hard reflection. I was really seeing myself in a mirror as he shared his story and what he battled with PTS. Then I realized, hey, this is me. I've got to figure this out. And so Russo had mentioned Warriors Ascent and how he done well with the program, the tools and stuff that they give you going through this program. And I knew that I needed to talk to him a little further about it. So that evening, while we were at a little gathering, I met with him at dinner and kind of shared my story with Russo, and he was really able to put it into context of what this program can do for you when it comes to dealing with PTS and trying to get the tools that you need to really, I don't know, get it under control is the word, but really get it into perspective so it's manageable. So my experience with Warriors Ascent was one where Russo did a good job kind of explaining what it was going to be like, but he didn't tell you everything. And so I show up and much like most alpha males that are kind of, going to this program, you're sizing people up, you're looking around, and it didn't take me very long to realize that it's definitely going to be a holistic approach. And Carrie and I kind of joke. I saw him walk in, and I didn't know him from Adam at that point in time, and I looked over and was like, man, what kind of granola stuff did I sign up for? What is this exactly? And I guess I can be a judgmental person sometimes. I think we all can. But so I saw him come in, and that first day, I thought, okay, hey, you're here. It's time to swing for the fences, man. You don't go into something like this with just your toe in the water. It's time to jump in. And so I did. I embraced it all. And by the end of that first night, eating great food, whole food, real food, not the stuff that I'm accustomed to being a first responder and hitting drive-throughs and just being so busy, but also going into the yoga and the mindfulness of it all. That first night was a 180-degree turn for me. I realized the power in those things. And so I met with Carrie that night and was like, hey, man, I got to hand it to you, but I've been way wrong. Having the staff that came in and spoke with us on that first day too, to really break the ice and get past those barriers that we all show up with. Every one of us has a wall up when we walk in that room. The feeling in the room is ice cold. It's everybody's walking in there heavy, and by that first evening and the staff really being warm to us and helping us break down the ice and break down the barriers, you're able to look around the room and realize you're not alone anymore, which is what we all felt. That's what we all feel, especially going through PTS, is, man, there's nobody else that's going to understand this. Nobody else is going to understand this. But that first day, breaking the ice and getting everybody together where we recognize and we see that we're not by ourselves anymore. We've got a brotherhood. We've got people that have got our back. We've got good staff there for the rest of the week. People that are going to teach us some amazing things to help us better understand ourselves, understand our mind, understand our body, and what it is exactly we've been through. And so, the big transformation was that first night. And then by Wednesday night, I've been a part of some elite teams doing some things. And it's the same feeling, it's the same camaraderie. We all have each other's back. Nobody eats alone. Nobody is alone. If somebody's struggling, we're there, and we make sure we hold each other up, hold each other accountable. And I've seen that carry through even post program with our group texts and our messages. We're still holding each other accountable. We're still there for each other, and I think that is just as important as the staff that they have available, as the programs they have available, and the things that they teach us, having that brotherhood, having that camaraderie with your cohort made just as much difference. So just recognize you're not alone, because you're not, and that's the biggest part of it for me. So some major takeaways. The biggest is self-care. I guess I really didn't recognize what self-care was. I didn't understand exactly what self-care meant. I've always put others first. I've always put people before me, and maybe that's just my mentality of service, I guess, coming from the line of work we're in. But I've always been the one to put others first, and I've recognized that if I don't start taking care of me, I'm going to break down. And if I break down, then I can't be there to help the people that need my help or the people that I need to help. So my family included in that. So, self-care was huge. But how? How do you take care of yourself in a way that has got the most impact and can really recharge you, I guess. And for me was nutrition and also the yoga, believe it or not. I had never done yoga a minute in my life, had no idea what it was, and tended to kind of make fun of people that did do it. And so that first night, laying down and doing that yoga nidra, where you're just relaxed and you can shut your mind down, and you hit that middle ground between sleep and dreaming, and being conscious. Yeah, wow, so powerful. And doing that right before bed every night was able to allow me to get some of the best sleep that I've had, and I wasn't even in my own bed. I'm sleeping in a church camp bed, and the way that session relaxed me and allowed me to go back to my room and get some rest was great. Nutrition, just being real mindful of what I put in my body, because it matters. It absolutely matters. Junk in, junk out. I felt so much better by Tuesday afternoon, just based on the diet that we were eating. That went into Friday, and I'll be honest with you, by Sunday when I got back home, by Saturday, Sunday, and kind of falling back into my old habits, just because it's the food that I had in my house. I had some frozen food, I had some pops, some junk food. I didn't feel great. I wasn't waking up refreshed. I was having a hard time sleeping again, and so the amount that matters is huge. So fueling your body, making sure you got the right food, the right things, and taking time to be mindful, and doing what you got to do for self-care. For me, that happens to be riding my motorcycle. I love being out with the wind in my hair and face, and I could just cruise. Nothing matters. I'm just out for a ride. The other parts of that is going fishing with my kids, just being out by a pond or a lake, and really taking in nature, and the mindfulness really adds to that element, because it used to just be a tree and a bird in the background, but now you really sit there and kind of think about what's going on in life. That's great. It carries a lot of weight, it carries a lot of impact. So just again, recap, self-care, take care of yourself, nutrition, feed yourself right, take care of your body. You only get one, and make sure it counts. And then yoga. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yoga. It's incredible. For those out there that are on the fence and thinking about this program and whatnot, guys, I'm going to do my best not to get emotional here, because don't wait. It's going to cost you if you wait. Your battle with PTS does not go away. It's not something you can just sleep off. It's not something that just starts to fade over time and you're going to be all right. It gets heavier. And eventually you're not going to be able to carry it anymore. And that's just all there is to it, guys and gals. There's going to come a point where it's going to break you down. And so if you are looking at the Warriors Ascent website, or somebody's talked to you, or for whatever reason this has crossed your mind, it's for a reason. And you need, not that you want, you need to explore this program particularly and get the help that you have to have. putting this off cost me 2 relationships. Putting this off cost me 2 marriages. Strained my relationship with my kids. Caused me to grab more Band-Aids and more cover and more things just to try to cover up the pain, cover up the struggle. Distractions on top of distractions, on top of distractions. Before long, I found myself so busy, I didn't know which way was up. All I had to do was manage it. All I had to do was reach out to the right people and get the help. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to do that on my own. I really wasn't. I didn't know which way to go. God is what set me on the course that I'm on right now. God is what allowed me to meet Brian Russo at that meeting, at that conference, and listen to his story and know that it matched mine and put these things into motion. And God rest his soul, he passed back in December, but that man had a huge impact, and this program impacted him as greatly as it has us and the rest of our cohorts. So yeah, if you feel like you need to do something, if you're sitting there thinking, man, this is just getting too heavy, I really need to figure something out, you have to figure something out. You have to do something, and right now is the time. It is not okay to wait. It's not okay to put this off, because again, it's not going to get any lighter. The skills, the resources, the things that they teach you in this program are life changing. No other way to put it. They are. And the process to get in is simple. It's streamlined. Just a few forms to fill out. You talk to some people, and next thing you know, you got a date set, and you can go get the help that you need. This isn't a setting where you're worried about being a clinical setting, or this is going to feel like an institute. It is not. It is not. You spend the week out on some beautiful property. It's more of a retreat. It's a getaway. It's a time to take a break, self-reflect, and focus on you. And again, like I said, the fact that you're sitting there wondering if you should or should not take this program is a clear sign that you need to. It's not whether you should or shouldn't, it's that you need to. So I can't say enough for Warriors Ascent, what they've done in my life, the changes they've made for me and my kids. It's been incredible. I keep getting messages from the parents of my son's friends, who my son has gone to and talked about this program. So it's not just me talking about it. It's not just me seeing the impact. My children are seeing it, and my children are going out and talking to people about it. Mrs. Russo, Brian's wife, reached out to me because my son had talked to her son about the program, and I'm telling you the impact here, the impact that it'll have on your life and your well-being and your mental state is invaluable. You can't put a price tag on it. If you're thinking about it, you need to do it.